I'm Katie Finn. I'm going to show you how to watercolor a sky. Due to the time limit on this project, I've already done the things that take me the longest. I've taped my paper down and drawn my picture on it. I've also added masking fluid to it, although this isn't necessary, it just makes my life easier. Due to the time-sensitive nature of working in watercolors, I've also prepared my rolled up paper towel and my colorants. So, you start with a nice clear wash. You want to get the paper nice and wet. This will make working with it easier. Once you have your paper wet, you have to work quickly. I usually start off with a yellow, since we're watercoloring a sunset this time, cadmium yellow wash. Work really pale, wet into wet, just to get some light along the horizon. I especially concentrate on the area that the sun will be in. And next, I start from the top and do a quick wash of Thio Violet and Ultramarine Blue up at the top. I want to fade it into Alizarin Crimson, so I'm going to put that up there. If it gets too wet, don't hesitate to blot some up. Sometimes you can get too wet, and that will make things run and be muddy. And then from there, I go to cadmium red. Cadmium red you got to be careful with, because if you let it, it will get everywhere. So I'm working in the cadmium red. And then, with the cadmium red brush, I'm going to grab some cadmium orange as well. Dry it off a little. Put some cadmium orange in there. Sometimes I get too wet and starts to bleed everywhere. Alright. Next, with my yellow brush, I'm going to come back in here and just add some orange to this area. Cadmium orange is a very intense color, so you gotta be careful with it. Now you want to be working really light and really wet, and you want to work fast, because the next stage of this has to be done while it's wet. After you've put in your sky to your satisfaction, I'm going to add a little more cadmium down here, some more yellow. Once you have your sky to your satisfaction, you want to blot it with a rolled up piece of paper towel. And you don't want to be too controlled at this point. It's just, you're putting in cloud shapes. So just like wherever you think a cloud should go, just blot it with your paper towel. And then, once you have your clouds down, you just let it dry for a bit. Usually I would just go off and do something else, but this project is, as I said, time sensitive, so I could find a hair dryer to dry it off with.